Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Duskers, where last time we hit the end game content pretty hard, I'd say, by getting just curb stomped twice in a row. Um, we decided, incidentally, that we would be pursuing the Singularity objective, and now we're in a whole different phase of the game where, honestly, the resets do come somewhat quicker now. We won't have quite the luxury we did before of not being attacked by awful aliens or whatever they are immediately. And so we are going to be scrabbling for our very lives as we attempt one of the hardest things in the game. We are looking for Oracle Research Program vessels. So that's the Guacs, the Hermes, or the Seneschal. I'm probably not saying that right. In the Bittern, the Adad, or the Null system in Grix, Athens, or Lem. We are in Zlos, and we can see Jaunt and Proxima close to us. We are in the Athens galaxy, though, or the Athens part of the universe, though, so we need to look for the Adad system and find the Hermes. But in the meantime, though, we've got a couple of biggish-looking ships, some medicals, some barges. We're landing right here on this fuel depot, and I don't see any reason not to just dive right in and see if we can get some fuel early on. As far as drones go, we've got ourselves Stealth, which is always great. Lure, I am actually probably going to keep around because of the recently discovered fact that those swarms are, in fact, organic. So I can use Lure, hopefully, to mess with them or something. It's probably the least important of all of the organic affecting modules, but nevertheless, it's worth something. So let's dive on in. Now there's one infestation type on here. Unfortunately, oh, well, there we go. I got another little log there. I'll be posting that thread, of course. So being back at the beginning of the game, all of our drones are up and working again. Of course, we don't have Proby, which I'm terribly broken up about. And there's no guarantee that, excuse me there. There's no guarantee that whatever infestation type is in this vessel isn't, like, one of the really bad ones. Oh, that's right, I have stealth. I was trying to do motion. Alright. Let's get our bad selves out of here. Close the door behind us. Again, even in these later vessels, usually the first two rooms are pretty good. Now, because this is such a small thing, and we know there's one infestation... Yep, it's a swarm. Okay. Tell you what, though... There's nothing in R3. And so, if this guy wants to go through D6... Their range for detecting stealth units is a bit bigger than the other units. Okay. D6 close... Unboo myself, and there we go. Oh, that's satisfying. Yeah, you can vent those guys into space just like any other. So we got some propulsion fuel and some jump cells out of this. It's a great thing. Okay, there is a vent in here, so as we know, that will spawn swarms. And it looks like that's the only thing of any importance, so let's unstealth ourselves and get the flip out of here. It's nice to have drones that aren't breaking all over the place. And likewise, to have views that are, you know, easy to use and whatever. By that I mean the views on the ship aren't breaking and everything. Okay. I want to hit the Barge A. I'm going to hit the Medical B and the Barge A first, because I know I want to take on those. I'll probably get up to Medical if I can. I'll check out this Stargate. It's good to know that it's here. I don't know that I'm going to use it, because I've got business in this sector, as it turns out. And actually, is there an auto-trader? There is. I probably should have gone, oh, there's an auto-trader over here. That's fine. I want to be hitting auto-traders because I need pry and I need some weapons, if I am to truly commandeer a ship without powering it on. Well, alright, there we go. Locations of Isho medical vessels. Very good to know. And look at that, we have a towable drone in here. And that is always just Christmas in July. I have a big long laundry list of things I would like to have. What is this? Quarantine bypass. It's firmly installed, and so we've got one infestation type in here. If I can commandeer this ship, I may just do it. Look at that, another module slot there. So let's begin the powering up. I will rename the drones after this update from our big list o' names and tell you what those names are in particular. Okay, not much of interest in here. We are going to try to do the old trick of isolating as much as we can the drones from, you know, scary things. Okay, that's what it is. We got ourselves some slime, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah. Is this powered? It is not. And I think the power unit is probably there in R8. I would love to be able to vent it into space, but I just don't know that that's in the cards. And that is the only, infestation type in this ship, isn't it? So, yeah, I think we've got a different schedule all of a sudden, haven't we? It means we will be periodically checking back up. Here's the fuel. We will be periodically checking back up. We got some propulsion fuel with this guy here to make sure that nobody is swiftly growing towards him. If I can somehow finagle it to, like, destroy all that slime in there, you know, I still would not say no to taking over this vessel. That said... Yeah, alright. Get out of there. What else we got? This is just a terminal in here. Close that door. Oh, and there's another towable thing in here? Jeez. Man, this is going to be a bummer to have to say no to this. Let me open up D13 and just do a little exploration over here. See if I can find myself another terminal to power this side of the ship. I foolishly charged through some of that slime. And if I can find a way to not have to go back through it, that would obviously be what we in the business call ideal. Alright, let's just open up everything. Having that sesame command is occasionally useful, although, as we saw at the end of last playthrough, it can be damaging as well. There we go. Okay. There we go. And let's go to R2. And let's dock at A3. What do you say? Okay. Save. I want these two drones more than anything else right now. I think I'm more or less resigned to leaving the vessel as is. But I am not getting out of here without these two drones. If that can be at all helped, of course. And alright. Anybody else? Whoa. Tell you what, I'm just gonna call that, I think. We got 2 towable drones, we got a day's worth of propulsion fuel. There's no telling that there might not have been something else on here, but without any attack modules, it's just too early on to be risking the big stuff. Yeah, Ian took a little bit of a took it in the teeth. But we got generator, trap, and gather. Trap is pretty good. I was honestly hoping for pry or turret or, you know, one of those others. We're going to sell one of these, and the other one we're going to save for our combat drone. Obviously, we like to have 4 drones, if at all possible. And as far as those upgrades go... yeah, generator decays pretty slowly, so I think this one's just going to be scrapped. Trap, yeah, we'll keep trap. We'll keep trap. Of course we'll keep trap, I should say. Because that might be useful for when we have to take the ship. We won't use it, but we will keep it. Lure, I think we're still going to keep, even though it may not see a lot of use. Okay, on to the barge. Sarah, of course, will not be coming with us, because whatever its name is going to be, it doesn't have that name just yet. I should probably repair Ian, oughtn't I, too? So let's go ahead and do that. Let's repair full 2 XP. And because this is my exploration drone, we're going to give it the speed boost there. Okay, now this big old barge here has 1 infestation type. So, oh, and another towable drone. It's not that they're not being good to me this early on. I genuinely think the game is doing its best to accommodate. It's just that the universe is so awful. Wow, is this fuel in the first room? Mercy. Now, there was no fuel in it, you know, but whatever. We takes what we gets. Wouldn't say no to a good motion detect. I like having one of those. Man, I wish we had interface. Alright. Now, the nice thing here is we can isolate our power bot. I've probably said this before, but what I prefer when I sneak ahead with stealth is some way... Oh, that vent in here could be better, couldn't it? Okay. Nothing in here for now, though, so let's uncloak. Let's open up here, and let's be ready. Let's be ready for that vent to spit out a swarm. So, there we go. Get the flip out of here. Shut that door. Okay. And actually, it's a bit of a bummer, but I don't think there's any way around me talking slowly. I feel like when I'm doing this game, I say sentences like over the course of, you know, a minute or whatever, but ooh, I'm hearing some clanging there. It's inevitable eventually. Oh, that's not so bad. It's just a robot. All right. You want to go to the other room there, Mr. Robot? Yes, you do. Great. And shut. Oh, no. D5. D5, please. There we go. Let's shut D7. Okay. So, let's flag our 6 there. And because we've only got 1 infestation type in this ship, we know that this one's actually one of the nicer ones. That's not to say that that's the only robo-drone that we'll find, of course. There may, in fact, be others. And kind of the bummer with this one now is we don't actually have a path for our power drone to get any further in. Again, I'm really missing remote power, but there we go. Looks like stealth has regenerated. You can do a trade-off for stealth where you have a lesser charge, but it repairs itself faster. That looks like a towable ship upgrade slot. And that would be reroute power. Yep, okay. Not my absolute favorite, but we can absolutely make use of it. Okay. Incidentally, what does Abby have there? Mine and teleport. Not bad at all. We'll keep those, again, for the possible assault on the ship later. Okay, here's the next power station. So what we would really like is to get through D15 there. We don't have to worry about that vent because we know what kind of enemies there are in here. Actually, why don't I try to use that mine? Yeah, that's a decent idea. I'll use that and blow my way through. Let me do a little bit more scouting first. Okay, so oh, there's another fella. Okay. And there's really nothing in here. Let me shut D7 because I don't need him, and D18 actually. Oh, is he wandering up into R8? He might be. Alright, that's okay. We'll deal with that when the time comes. You can kind of hear him on his track there. One of the nice things I like about this game is, in fact, the sound design, and part of that is that you absolutely can tell what enemies there are just by listening for audio cues. Okay. Okay. Shut the door behind us, unstealth ourselves. Actually, you know, before I do anything else, I might want to just finish up handling this enemy situation we've got going on right here. And that involves mining to death the guy in here. And I think that's okay, actually, because mining one of these robots actually pays for itself, which is quite nice. We're shutting this door. You don't get to explore anymore in here. Where you do get to go is back into your little hidey hole over this way. Great. Okay. So that means we can go up this way. I'm just trying to have these little bursts where I unstealth so that I build it back up, and I almost didn't re-stealth going into here, which would have been, as you can imagine, just a catastrophe. I love that sound of stuff pounding on the hull outside. It just, you know, we're kind of drifting through space, so who knows what that might be. Okay, we're going to swap the lure for the mine. And there we go. Okay. Actually do a help. And let's see the mine. Here we go. Mine drops a proximity mine, detonates when a threat is nearby. Okay, and pickup just picks the thing up. Great, so it literally is just a prox mine. Okay. What that means is we're going to drop the sucker here. There's that mine. We are going to egress and open on up D5 and let the magic happen. And there we go. In the off chance that that didn't kill it. Oh, it sure did. Look at that. It flung the scrap all over the room there. Alright, scrap get. And just, again, in the off chance that somebody's managed to find their way back into this room here, though I think they have not. There we go. Okay. Let's decloak here. I guess it wouldn't hurt to deal with that other one, eh? So let's do our old trick. Escape. And wait for nature to take its course. You know, I should, did I not trap him in there? Did that not get him? Oh. Whoops. It exploded over quite a distance, didn't it? I took some damage from that. I guess I didn't know what the radius was there. Let me degauss myself here. Get myself back in order. Well, that wasn't quite as bad as it could have been. I wanted to show off the explosion, and in a way, I suppose I did. Just a little more than I was maybe planning to. Okay, so, let's... yeah, oh, it's... just want to move Abby here back to the back a little bit. Okay, now... let's advance ourselves a little bit. Again, with a towable the towable ship module and a drone, this is proving to be a... I'm having a really great intro galaxy in this super hard area, so... no complaints as far as that goes. Okay, I really don't get a whole lot of mileage out of that one, do I? Oh, that's doors blocked, isn't it? Okay, that's okay. I can still close off you, and in the last, shut off Abby in there too. Okay. So, let's see what we got waiting for us in D8. Boy, if I really don't find anything else that's too awful, I'm gonna think long and hard about commandeering this vessel, because it's got upgrade slots like you wouldn't believe. And I don't think it'll be a downgrade really in anything. I'll have to check. I mean, it tells you what things are downloads. I like that HAL is one of our drones, because I know that was one of the suggestions. And it seems that fate has given us back our HAL. Okay. So... oh. Yeah. Easy. Oh, blocked off. Okay, okay. Tell you what we're gonna do. Go up here. Of course there's 3 bad guys in there, aren't there? Okay. Well, we've got enough, I think, of our stealth back at this point. Actually, let's do a different thing, shall we? Let's lay our 3rd mine here. That's proving to be an unexpectedly useful module there. Open up D18, and I know from experience that the wandering monsters will come through there. We saw what the explosion looked like up close, or at least as close as I could get, and, well, it did make an impression. It also just blew us to Kingdom Come. Alright. That ought to be that 3rd one dealt with there. Love to see where it threw its scrap. Also counting myself quite fortunate that, oh, there, wow. Boy, it throws that scrap. Also counting myself quite fortunate that we only have that enemy type, you know, in this ship. If this was swarms, well, I'd probably be going about things slightly differently. There are internal defenses in here, my word. That's a bit of a surprise. If only I had interface, then we wouldn't have to be futzing about with these mines. Now, again, I really think that the scrap that you get from killing people pretty much pays for the mines itself, so this isn't a bad deal by any stretch of the imagination. You really don't look any gift horses in the mouth in this game, so while it may seem like I'm, you know, going about this somewhat painstakingly, any ship that's not exploding or filling with alien slime or about to hit an asteroid or having a radiation leak, you know, you say thank you and stick around for as long as it'll let you. Now, I'm kind of running out of stealth here, so let me get my bad self back up into here. Alright. Stealth will slowly recover. While that happens, I'll go down to R12. Now, unfortunately, I'll just watch Aaron as he takes the tour-day force here. Pretty sure all of these doors are completely blocked off by exploded attack drones, but that's just the way that it goes. Let's Ian get out of your way here. Alright. Okay. See if there actually is anybody spooky in here. I'm thinking not, and I'm hoping not, but, you know, it's as well to be sure. Okay, where else can I go? D12 is, as of yet, unexplored. Of course, there's another defense turret in here. Okay. Okay. We're slowly getting it. Boy, there's a lot of power modules in this ship, aren't there? I'm guessing, I'm actually knowing that D16 is going to take us to something. Just shutting doors is always good practice, if you're able to. Again, the last thing you want is to have some, you know, bad foresight. Somebody in the thread, I'm sure I said this, suggested that it's best on ships that are being overrun by the alien fungus to just basically open all the doors to let you explore faster. And they're probably right about that, but I just don't think I'll ever feel like safe or right doing that necessarily, even though it's probably the right option. Okay. If this opens up D13, I'll try to take that route too. It sure does. Okay. Again, my principle is that, you know, if you can avoid it, never open a door with an unstealthed drone in it. Unless you know that door is safe, because, just like this, you never know what you're going to find. This is our last mine, so this is either going to be the last enemy, or I'm going to have to start venting people into space. Okay. Come along through, Mina Heron. Okay. Yep. Boy, am I tearing through these mines. Looks like you only get one piece of scrap when you explode with a mine, as opposed to when you take out one of these guys with a gun, which gives you 2 scrap, which I suppose is meant to account. There we go. for the fact that they're more exploded or what have you. Okay, I'm feeling like a commandeer, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's see. Justice Raider has 2 slots. This has 2 slots. Okay, max scrap is way the heck up. Ship upgrades are 2. That's fine. P-field charge is the same. So the only thing is basically that we get more, a lot more scrap capacity. That's a solid win for me. There we go. Yeah, Ian's health dropped because I unfortunately stuck him right next to an exploding mine. Sorry about that, Ian. Okay, we got a medical class B down there. Unfortunately, I do want to get to that trading post, so I think we're going to do that. Now, as far as other stuff goes, another ship to sell here. We'll sell the one with the less health, obviously. As far as these upgrades go, we've already got a gather, so you get scrapped. Trap, let's keep it. Mine actually served us quite well, so let's put in. Let's spend the whole 4 scrap to completely reboot ourselves there. We're okay as far as ship upgrade slots go. We've got reroute power, so. Yeah, you could, as it says, that reroutes which rooms get powered by a power inlet, which is fun enough. We'll probably keep it for a little bit and then hawk it off when it becomes a bit of a bother. But here we go to the trading route. Anybody have... Oh, they have Pry. That is great. Yes, and they have interface. Oh, I love this trading post. This trading post is the best. Pry and interface, please. That's all that I want. So, the question remains at this point, do we hit the Stargate? Because we are in the, let's see, we're in the Zlos section of the universe, it says, right? Is that right? Or is something else true? I think that's right. And we want to get to, either Guax or Hermes or Seneschal. I thought we were in the right part of the universe somehow. Well, maybe I was just flat out wrong about that. Yeah, we're in Zlos, I suppose. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then let's head over here to this friendly Stargate. This is... Oh, no, this is Athens, and we can go to Grix. Okay. Well, that's good to know, because we want to be in Athens, because we want to get to the ADAD system and find Hermes. Okay, well, I'm saying then we use our jump fuel. We can always go to that other place. Let's head over here to Proxima. Boy, this thing is going to be a ways away, isn't it? Okay. That's fine. We've got plenty to do here in Proxima. There's Muteki ships, a government class A, a private class A, and a military class B. We've got just ships out the keister. But those we will tackle next time. Thanks for watching. This has been Let's Play Duskers.